Hello, everyone. I'm going to give a small description about Artificial Intelligence Assignment 1 Simple Reflex Agent. This assignment is all about creating a simple reflex agent. The reflect agent, the meaning of it is like it's perform the action only based on the current situation. Okay, there's no thinking forward or backward, nothing. It's like what sees, it's acts. So the assignment focused on how blind dog acts in the park based on its percept. So basically, like the dog sees, it's a blind dog, so it can't see. It's like it can feel the food and water. So if it's feel the food, it will eat. If it's feel the water, it will drink the water. And if sense the person, it will bark at the person. So these are the three functions that we are going to create over here. So the main class here represent the things. So which act as a parent class, where any physical object that appears in the environment is represented by the thing. And it has a three method, but we are going to focus on is alive and show state. Is alive is going to check whether the dog is alive or not. The agent is a subclass of a thing and it inherits the thing class. The agent has a two method. First one is the constructor init, and it uses the can grab. And unfortunately, it's a blind dog, so we are not going to use the can grab here. So now we move on to the environment class. So the environment is an abstract class. So when agent sees a thing, it will add it over here in the environment. So we have to create we have to create a park, okay, as a child class for this environment to, to execute certain function or methods. So the one that we are going to use for a park is done and execute action. So the agent, as I mentioned earlier, acts upon what it sees in the environment. So for an example, if it sees the food, it will eat. If it sees the water, it will drink. If it senses a person, it will bark. And if it feels nothing, it will move down. So based on the requirement of the assignment, first we have to create a food instance at the location of 9. So that can be created by calling the food, and that has to be added to the park environment. So which we can use park.addThing method. So which take the food item and the location as the input or the attributes, and it stores over there. Next, a person class is created, and we have to create a two instance of those person in the location 3 and 12. Again, by using the park@thing, we have to add the person to the environment and with the location. According to the original code, the dog looks for food or water, not a person. So if there's no food or water is like mention, what will happen? The program will stop because the dog cannot survive without food or water. So rather than killing the dog, we just stop the code from running it. Here we are creating a new class called a person, a new thing called a person. So which also should be added inside the is done method. So no edibles, the previous one, not any instance thing of food or instance of thing or water. Okay, for things in self things in the list that we have created. So it's check for that. If there's no edible, don't run the code. So now if we use this one for a person, okay, let me go to the example. For an example, let's say we have the water, candy, and soda at the location of 7, 9, and 10, and you have a person generated or created at the location 12. So based on the previous program, this will not run up to 12, it will stop at 10 because it's only look for the food and water, and there's no food and water after the 10 location. So it will assume the dog will be dead. So it will stop executing the program. So if we include instant thing person, then it will look for a person also, then only this particular line will be executed later on. So therefore, it's really important to include the person also in the is done function. Otherwise, you may have to create another food or water after the 12th location in order to execute that 12th, location to check whether the dog, the blind dog, sends the person and whether it's going to bark it or not. So initially we create the foods and we create the person and the water. Okay, and we assign everything over there like water, soda, and tea. Then what we do, we just, create the location with that, the food and person and the water. Then based on the program, the dog's located at 1, it's moved down to the location 2, move down to the location 3, and it sees a person, it will bark, then move down to the location 4, move down to the location 5, sees a food, ate that one. And after that, it will move down to the 6, 7, then it sees a water, it will drink, it will go to the 8, it will go to the, move down to the 9 and sees a candy. Okay, then it will eat the candy and it will go to the 10th location and it will drink the water. Then it will go to the location 11, move down. Then again, it will see a person at location 12 and it will bark at the person. Then after that, the function will stop at that point. So blind dog is initially located at the location. So what I said is like written over here. The dog senses a person at location 12 and then barks at him. Since there's no food or water, the person in the upcoming location, so the program ends over there. So this is a class diagram. The flowing diagram depicts the class diagram of a blind dog agent. The thing is the parent class and the agent is the child class. So you can see the thing, we have a 3 method, but we are going to focus on this live and show state. And the person, food, water, tree, agent, everything is inherit from thing. Tree, we haven't used it, but since it's in the program, I have mentioned it over there. But we are going to focus on person, food, water, and the agent. And our agent is the blind dog. It can bark, drink, eat, and move down, and based on the location. So agent focus on the program, okay, and init and the performance also. Those are we call it as like instance attributes. So it's check at the percept or the function, and it's executed at the point. And the environment, it contains a lot of classes. Okay, it's an abstract class, and from that we create a child class called the park. Okay, it's gonna check or execute is done and percept and execute action. So this is a function, okay, what I have explained over here in the document. It's like it's as a code, it's given over here. So now we have created the person. Okay, that's a new thing apart from the given code. So we have created a person. Okay, and we are gonna like create a bark. So if the dog sees a person, it's gonna bark at the person. So that's function is written over here. If the action is bark, then what we have to do, it will bark at the person. Okay, so these things are something like when you eat a food, that particular thing added to the thing list should be removed, because once you ate the food will not be there. So we are using the delete thing, okay, to remove the last occurrence or the last things in the the first things in the list. So if it's a food that executed, then that particular food will be removed. If it's a water, then it's water. If it's a person, it's the person. Okay, but sometimes the same person can go through and come back to that, but that is not considered over here. So is done is the one I mentioned, like first initially checks on the water and the food, but we have to add the person also. Otherwise, the program will stop at the 10th location. It will never go to the 12th location. So let me run the code. So first what we are doing, okay, it goes to the program and check. Okay, initially the program is none. So it's gonna say it's like can't find a valid program for the blind dog. Then the program will be assigned. Okay, and it will check. So here we are checking at the instance, okay, whether this the dog is alive. So it's gonna print over here the dog is alive, true. Okay, then it's execute based on the acting, and it will run the program. So we see is like move down to location 1, 2, and 3. It sees a person bark and move down to 3, 4, and location 5 contains the food, ate the food, then move down 5, 6, and 7 sees the feels the water, then drink the water, then 7, 8 move down, and location 9 again the food, ate the food, and 10 there's a water, so it will drink the water, then move down 10, 11, and sees a person at the location 12, and it will bark. Okay, and there's no any other food or water or person after 12th location, so the function will stop over there. So this is a simple reflex agent blind dog example. Thank you.